2, a 1. You're listening to Just Okay Gamers. Where this week,
guys,
man, I can't wait to do.
Guys,
I've gotten so much sleep.
Where have you been?
I've been sleeping.
Guys, I've been going for 18 hours.
Have you
I'm
not
just,
drank any water or anything? Why
No.
you sound like you're in a desert?
Beers, bro. Just beers. 18 beers. 18 hours. That's what we're doing, right? 24-hour stream, 24 beers?
No, that's not what we're doing. And also, I don't know if you know this, but the stream... You've been streaming for the past 18 hours?
18 hours, bro. Where have you been?
Ooh, I don't know.
Well, that's as awkward.
What?
Who wants to tell him?
Do you want to tell him or
What? Just somebody tell me, please.
Nasty.
I'm just drunk, man. I like being
You've only had one beer an hour.
When I pace myself, I get fucked up more.
I just wish that I surfed, bro.
I understand. Anyways, we're doing the 24-hour stream tomorrow is when it starts.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Wait, you mean it's not today?
No, definitely not. This is just our normal podcast day.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Right.
What was 18 hours ago from now? That would have been like
Wednesday evening.
Oh, I started at midnight, dude. That was the plan. We're starting at midnight.
Also, the stream hasn't been on all day. So you've just been like playing games and talking to yourself, essentially.
By myself?
Yeah. And drinking a beer an hour.
I might have just been a little drunk the whole time.
Oh, boy. Well, try and sober up because we got a podcast to do.
We're just okay and we play some games. We're just okay gamers.
Thanks for listening to episode 194. 194 of the Just Okay Gamers podcast. My name is Gweedo, and I'm here with...
Wally.
Little baby boy Millpool.
I'm drunk nasty.
Oh, nasty. You're so crazy, man.
Dude.
Yeah, dude. This is great.
I wonder which one people would hate more, the real drunk nasty or this fake one?
Hopefully fake drunk nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're about to get a taste of the real drunk nasty.
Damn. He's coming out, baby.
It's been a while since Drunk Nasty's been on the show.
Been a while.
It's been a while since anyone has been drunk on the show, pretty much.
Yeah, I feel like
I've been
Thursdays
toying
have
with the
been
idea.
really fucking tame lately for me.
Yeah?
Are we saying that we should all get drunk right now?
At least once.
We need a drunk
For a
maybe
podcast?
200.
All of us.
200,
I get a
should
bottle
we
of
get drunk?
scotch.
I'll have to have that Friday off.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
fair enough. I mean, I'll take that Friday off if I'm gonna have a drunk 200.
Should we set that?
I would like a drunk Guido episode.
Yeah?
Because you've never been drunk on the podcast.
No,
except when
because
we've
I'm
done
professional.
Yeah, but I've
Yeah.
seen him drunk. It's just a happier, more happy-go-lucky version of you.
Yeah. You're a fun drunk.
Oh, thanks. It's through practice. Lots of practice.
Practicing being fun? Or practicing
Yeah, practicing being
drunk?
fun. And then I get drunk, and then I'm like, just remember your practice.
Just remember your practice. What you did. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Execute.
So yeah, that
That was,
24-hour stream is coming up.
Tomorrow.
How dare you talk over me?
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
Do we want to acknowledge donations while we're broadcasting?
No.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
if you want to come to the 24-hour stream, come stop by. Starting tomorrow at midnight central.
Hey, thanks for the donation, J. Reed.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Oh,
He just
no.
gave us 420.
I mean,
Tip.
he should know better.
Yeah.
But thank you, J. Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing that would make us happiest is if people tuned in.
Gave us lots of money.
No,
I
forget
could
the
care
money.
less about the money. This
No,
is for
money.
you guys. Like,
Give
you guys
me
raised
lots
the
of
money
money.
to do this
Yeah.
last month. So
I want money.
It's on, we fucked up by not getting it done in December. But this is for you guys. So just come stop by, say hi. If you've donated, awesome. If not,
Well,
just come be a part of it.
we didn't fuck
It
up
should
in
be
a
fun.
Yeah,
It should
it'll
be
be a
fun.
lot of fun. Do we
This
have
is
a
around the
plan?
same
Does
time.
anybody have a plan
We have no-
besides me?
We have no plan.
No. I'm going to
was-
play Resident Evil 7, I think.
Oh, yeah, I'm aware of that.
Yeah, that'll be
Sweet.
good. I
was
want
fun.
well, I want us to all four of us play as
Play a
many
game at
games
some point?
together
Yeah,
as possible.
nice.
What games are we going to play? League of Legends, obviously.
Obviously, that's one that we
Yeah.
all have. Should we refire
else?
back up WoW
What-
and just go run around in circles and circle jerk each other?
I
Sit
think
that
if,
one out.
if the four of us can get 4 honor keys,
I just
Yeah.
got mine.
yeah, I got one.
How do I go about doing
I
that?
don't know. You're gonna have to talk to someone. There's some people in our Discord, discord.gg/justokgamer.
Well, nobody likes
it-
you, Mill, so
so
the
it's
likelihood is
like-
low.
Yeah. So if someone gets a key, they have a friend key or something? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
yeah, they get 3 of them, I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So I'm looking for a 4 honor key. So if anyone has one.
But that'd be a fun game to try out.
Yeah.
For
Could we
my
do some like
solo-
throwbacks?
What?
Could we do some throwback games too, maybe like Castle Crashers or something that'd be easy to install and kind of throw together.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
I mean I'm limited to streaming capabilities, so
Right. Does anybody have Dungeon Defenders?
I have.
You know what?
I don't know if
I think
wanna
it's free,
play
technically, isn't
Dungeon
it?
Defenders.
I mean, it's a fun little game to play as the four of us.
Yeah, but
Something
you have to
different that we
grind
don't
so
always
much
play.
to like get.
Very true.
Good.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I have like 120 hours in that game. So.
I still want to play War Thunder again with you guys.
Oh,
We should
pass.
we should come up with a list of games that we all
We
have.
really
we'll do
should.
that. We'll do that.
But so during my start off streak, after you guys all head to bed, I think I'm gonna do some N64 games. Throw it back old school.
nice.
Take it some probably DK64.
Shadows of the
That's,
Empire.
It's a fun game. What'd you say? Shadows of
Shadows
the
of the
Empire?
Empire.
Okay. I'll,
Perfect Dark.
I'll throw that one. Perfect Dark's a good one. I mean,
Put
I'm trying to
some,
pick games that have progression, like solo player, like stories to them. So that way
yeah.
it's not just me trying to figure out something to do.
Have you
because
played
it is-
Pokemon Snap?
Oh, I have Pokemon Snap. I love
Yeah.
that fucking game.
That's a
like
really
I
good game.
physically have it, not like
Oh, really?
emulator
Nice.
have it. Yeah.
Pod Racer.
I physically have Pod Racer too. It's another
Nice.
fucking game that I love. Great games, both of them.
So yeah, everybody tune in to Nasty. This will be on Saturday at 1 a.m.
Yeah, Eastern
Eastern. It'll be midnight
Central.
time.
We
this
really
is-
need you
so
Europeans.
The second Saturday starts on Saturday. The second Saturday starts. The stream goes the whole day until just about
The end of Saturday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
All right, the last second before Sunday.
Yep.
Cool.
Which I think I like that schedule. I don't know how you guys feel about it. How do you guys feel about that schedule?
Yeah. I mean, it works for me. You're taking the
Yeah.
toughest shift, so
Yeah, if you want to, I'll be ready to go for the whole day after I'd sleep a full 8 hours.
I just look at it this way. Like last year, we started at what 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock?
Yes, I was there.
Right, and that's like so
I
rough to
start at
wake up.
4 a.m.
See,
Yeah, he
that's
beat me by
rough
an
to
hour.
wake up that early and like start the stream.
Right.
So to me, it just would be better to stay up late and get the stream started, and then have somebody else pick up afterwards. You know, because like when I did my 24-hour stream last time, that wasn't the hard part. It was like the going into the late hours of the evening that became the hard part. But I
Right.
also did it by myself, so.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty easy for us. They're not going
Well,
to
Especially
see.
compared to the last one.
I don't know. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
That's true. Yeah, I remember wanting death at the end of the last one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
but
the
that's
only
also
rule-
because of the time that we ended. Again, like
It was
it'll
the
be
only
nice
release I
ending
could
at
think of.
midnight. That's not very late for anybody, you know. A midnight finish or a 1 a.m. finish for you, like that's not crazy.
I don't remember what it was. What was it? We were like playing some League
Playing
over
League.
and
You guys
over and
played
over.
League for like a couple hours.
Oh,
I remember.
God.
It was just,
yeah, from
I left
midnight
you guys
to 4
hanging.
a.m.
I
It-
left you guys hanging. Sorry.
Yeah. Now that I think of it, I didn't really do anything last year because I was like moving, so it should be a lot easier.
It'll be great. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
It'll be awesome. It'll be fun. Like,
Yeah.
Resident Evil's going to be fun. N64 is going to be fun.
Well, you got another puzzle game lined up
yeah. Oh, I'm
for
going
you
to
and
play
Megan
the
to play? Because
sequel.
I loved watching that.
The sequel to the one that we played together is now on Steam, so we're going to play that together too. And then I also want to play some dungeon. What's the one? The dungeon crawler one, the side scroller, Darkest Dungeon. I want to play a little bit of that maybe too.
Okay,
We'll
nice.
see. I don't know.
Sweet.
Yeah. Sweet.
Cool. It's almost
Cool.
too many games.
I know.
It's not enough
mean,
time if we're splitting it up.
No,
We
let's
also
go
did-
for 48.
A solid hour of G-ball as well.
24
too.
hours
Oh
each.
God, no! I'm not playing fucking G-ball.
Yeah.
Fuck
We
that
set
game.
records last time.
But yeah, we'd probably set records again this time.
Maybe we can get the dev to show up on stream.
Yeah.
Let's berate him.
Just
Tell him to shut his.
what is
fucking
this shit
down.
game that you made? Watching some like fucking high school kid that like did it for a senior project in some like CS course.
I got an A.
Boy, how are your weeks? You guys do anything since we had Matt on the episode?
I went to
was
Canada.
sick.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Liverpool was like, Trump's president. I'm going to Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go home
I mean, I left on Friday, which was Inauguration Day.
before I get deported.
Wow.
It was fun. My nephew is getting baptized. So.
Nice.
Oh, they
Nice.
dunked him, huh?
Yeah. No, they just poured. They did
They
the
just
pour.
poured over the
Oh, they
face.
poured. They didn't do the dunk.
They didn't do the
That's-
dunk.
I don't think
Not
they dunk
nearly as
babies anymore.
traumatizing.
No, I don't think so either.
Really?
Some don't know. Catholic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't dunk it completely anymore, depending.
The worst thing
That's
that could
shitty.
happen during a baptism is like if the priest
The baby drowns.
drowns the baby, right?
You're right. That would be the worst thing.
That would be literally the worst thing that could happen. Yeah.
That is a tragedy.
What would be like horrible, but like upon recollection, like several years later, everybody laughs about it? What would be something that would happen during a baptism?
Just
A
full
baby
on
pukes
drop the
in
kid.
a baby pukes in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be
because
pretty-
it's
that'd be
holy
pretty funny.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy puke then.
And then the priest slaps the baby for puking in the water.
How dare you?
Motherfucker.
You've defiled sacred water.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny actually.
I don't know if that would be funny.
For me, it would be just dropping the kid full on into it, like giant splash, like way more than there should ever have been for a baptismal font, and then having to fish him out really quick and he's fine.
Just like slips out of your hand like a
Yeah,
slippery
just
fish.
boosh. Yeah, water everywhere.
For me,
funny.
it would be they put the water on the baby's head and it just starts steaming. And then the baby's eyes turn red and he starts
Just Satan.
speaking in tongues. Yeah. That would be
Yeah.
pretty funny a few years later.
He's like, hail Satan, I am the Antichrist.
Yeah.
And
then-
I mean, it would be weird at the time.
The anti-crust. What is that? Like a crustless pizza?
I hate pizza with crust on it. Same with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
That'd be weird.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah,
It would be funny.
debatable, but yeah.
All right. What do you guys think? Should we get into some League of Legends?
Yeah, let's do it.
All righty.
League. In a voicemail. Meaning. League.
Ooh. Sniggle Boots original.
Yeah, good old Sniggle. What is he gonna do when we get rid of League?
You really burnt that
I just want to
that
get
news
it over
title.
with. I just want to get it over with.
Well, now you're forcing our hand. We have to talk about it.
Perfect. We're getting rid of League. Get over it. None of us play it anymore. Fucking nobody likes the
No,
LCS.
this isn't even what we talked about last week of how we were going to do it.
Okay.
I believe my
completely
words
kidding.
were like, oh, we'll just like ease them into it and say
Yeah.
like, we're still going to be playing League, but we just don't play it much now. So we're thinking about dropping the segment.
Well,
But you
that's
just
the
had
truth.
to be an asshole and do it yourself.
I mean, like, we're still going to talk about it. It's just, like, not going to have its own segment, right? It's just going to be another game that we play because we don't play it a majority of our time.
I think if you've been listening to our podcast, you can probably tell it's getting less and less important in the grand scheme
if
of our...
been around a little bit, you'd have
In our show.
noticed.
Yeah. And, we'll still talk about League, especially
Right,
because it'll come back. It always comes back.
Oh, absolutely.
If I think the way to put it is if there's something to talk about, then we'll talk about it.
Right.
But we won't force ourselves to, like, talk about it.
Right. When there's nothing to talk about, like, we're kind of wasting our time and just trying to fill it in with bits instead of actually talking about something that's going on.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. I wasn't I wish I was prepped for this, Nasty. I would have had better things to say. It's been almost 200 episodes of League. You can't just be like, we're getting rid of it.
That's the best way to catch you, though. Like, otherwise you would have been like, I gotta worry about it.
I don't recall him making a guttural noise before
No, he
proceeding.
did. That's all I heard. That's all I heard. I barely understood the words coming out of his mouth.
All you heard was, like, the guy from Men in Black.
Yeah, I heard nonsense.
Yeah. But I still enjoy League. I just want that to be thrown out there. Like, I still play. That's probably the game that I play the most consistently out of all the games that I currently play, especially because I only play 4 games a year, that being 25% of it, and my playtime being 50% of that. And I watch a lot of LCS. But I just think that, personally, it doesn't deserve its own segment anymore for how involved we are.
Right. And that doesn't mean that there will be less content. We're still going to give you these long-ass, stupid episodes.
But yeah, we just get to talk about other shit.
Right.
As well.
More general gaming, more talking about what we've been playing, our thoughts on current games, instead of like putting that stuff off to the side and forcing us to talk about League if we haven't played it in 3 weeks, you know?
Right. And we might try some other formats out. So we want you guys' feedback. But it's not going away yet. This is just the heads up.
Well, why not now?
Well, let's get rid of it next week then. It's going away next week.
Oh, wait. So this is going to be our last League segment.
Last
Forever.
League segment.
Like
It's
nothing
too
special
sudden.
planned.
You heard it here first.
Like,
That's
All
what I'm
chat
saying. Like,
Ruined,
I don't
all
wanna
chat
do it-
ruined our League segment.
I don't want to do it like last League segment this week. I'm just giving the heads up. Like, it's going away eventually.
It's like when mommy and daddy tell their kids they're getting separated.
Right.
But, like, you still take them out for dinner one last
Right.
time. As
Exactly.
A couple.
Yeah.
And then you murder them.
And you still
ritualistically.
say I love you to both of them, and then you just go live with mommy for the rest of your life. Or daddy.
Oh, boy.
What is going on right now?
I don't know. I mean, it's a classic League segment.
Exactly. And then we wonder why we're getting rid of this segment.
Did you segue already?
Yeah.
You played the segue music?
Yep.
No, you
Da-da-da-da.
And then I said, what's
Da-da-da-da-da.
Sniggle gonna do when we get rid of our League segment?
We have segues that are just purely like Sniggles is purely League. I'm gonna have to remake Sniggles segue.
I think a lot of them, I would say like half of them refer to League.
Yeah, because we've been doing it for 4 fucking years.
4 years.
We'll fix them in post.
Maybe I'll just fill League with my think about that segment.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, we can alternate. I'll do some think about that. Millpool will do us some world facts, and we'll be able to refill the segment with something useful for people again.
Yeah, absolutely. I love Nasty's think about that segment.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Think about that.
So I think the only thing that I really have to talk about in League this week is LCS. Does anybody else have anything that they want to talk about?
There's a 15
Mill-
minute surrender.
Oh,
That's a
Talking
huge
about
thing.
Riot's talking about
Oh.
lowering the surrender time to 15 minutes.
Okay, can we talk? Have you ever had a remake?
I have
Ever?
not.
I've never had a remake since it's come out. Like, there's literally never been an opportunity.
Yeah, but you
for me to
play
remake.
ARAMs and I play like a game a week.
No, I mean, like, even in like ranked games,
It
that
probably
I've
never
played,
happens.
I've had people like I'm almost through my promotionals. So I've played 7 games of regular League. And like I've still had somebody go AFK for the first like minute and a half and then come back into the game. So and then you still end up fucked on that game. But I've never actually had a remake. I just was wondering if anybody else had one.
No, can't
Fair
say
enough,
that
fair
I
enough.
have. All right.
15 minute surrenders though sound I don't know.
They're playing
I mean,
around
like,
with the idea. It's not
Right.
solid. They've been testing it in house.
What's
I
the
wouldn't
drawback
mind it.
of doing it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I guess there is no drawback, really. Right? Why not have a 2-minute surrender?
I also feel like the game is fairly decided in the current meta. Like within the early game, if you have a good early game, you're going to tend to win. Holding off until late game usually doesn't pan out, especially if you're playing with other people that you don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm very more apt to surrendering.
Oh, I don't know. I've definitely had a few comebacks in my league
few.
career,
But in a majority,
and that always feels the best.
that's why I
those
always
ones.
would hold out. You
It
know
feels
me,
good,
like,
but then you
I don't
have those-
surrender.
Then you
Oh,
have
you're
those, like,
legendary.
you have those
Those
55-minute
60-minute
games
yeah,
where
you lose.
Like, yeah, you lose, and you should have surrendered at 20 minutes.
Yeah, and then you could have had another surrender in there
Right.
in the time that it took for that game to fucking like go.
Oh man, whenever I go
It's
ahead.
not about the result, Guido. It's about the journey.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's all about the journey.
No. I'm going to have to disagree. I just want that win, baby. I want that dubs.
I want that W. I
But
just
what
want
if
that
it is a
W
win,
of the
though?
day.
Please.
What if you give up? It'll never be a win.
I remember when I
right.
used to think that way. Like, I got to end on a win. And then I would stay up till fucking 3 a.m. waiting for a win and have lost the past 6 games because I'm hammered. And I'm just like, maybe it's just time to go to bed. It's probably the way to end the night.
I shouldn't say it because I'll be jinxing myself, but anytime I play, I pretty much win way more often than lose nowadays.
Yeah?
Would you say that you win no matter what?
Yes, absolutely.
Fair enough. Fair
Win,
enough.
win, no matter what.
I agree. I've been winning more than I've been losing.
Oh, then we'll just have to play during the 24-hour stream.
So
And
we
both
can
of us will
lose
lose
together.
Yeah.
Because that's the only time that we ever lose is when we play together.
Mhm.
No,
I'm gonna
you'd be
look up.
happy. Like, I don't play as much, so I'd take it a lot more serious than just like throw myself in there and like see what I can do like normal.
Yeah.
So I play a lot more strategically and a lot safer, and you know, you could say
Sweet.
Little Nasty's grown up a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Big boy.
I can't even find my stats online. It's been so long since I played.
League?
Yeah,
Seriously?
it's been a while.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Must resist.
What's next?
Hey, LCS, did you watch LCS this week at all, Mil? Gweed, this is something I know that you don't like talking about this.
Wait,
You just fucking killed him.
That's fine. Did you watch LCS at all this week, Mil?
I did. I watched probably half of the NA games.
The one thing that I don't want to talk about the games. I want to talk about the bands. I want to talk about
Right,
the 10
yeah.
the 10-person bands because that's a big thing right now.
It's cool. I wasn't sure
I like it.
how. Yeah, I like it too.
So for those that don't know, they do the 3 bands, and then they do 3 picks, right?
Yeah,
And
I
then
can't
2
look at
bands
Gweedo
and then
right
2
now.
picks.
Yeah, sorry.
For the
three
podcast,
bands.
Guido has died in his chair. Since those of you that are listening can't
He's
see what's
not
going on, he's clearly playing to the camera like he always says not to do.
Stop playing to the camera, Gweedo.
Or you can just be genuinely
He's just
bored.
hamming it up.
He's hamming it up in his chair, dead as
Typical
a fucking
Guido.
doornail.
Wants all the attention.
Yeah. So
yeah.
the band system goes 3 bands, 3 picks, 2 bands, 2 picks. And I think it's interesting because it brings the middle bands bring a really interesting, like, how do we pick to almost ban away those champions from
Yep.
the people that we don't want them to have.
Yeah,
And it's been bringing out some really, like, crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's cool because you can only get like 3 roles that you really want.
Right.
3 of your like top picks.
Yep.
Well, maybe 4 because the second set of bans is usually like targeted at one person. Like we're gonna ban out your champion pool, your jungler champion pool, or whatever.
That's what I was about to say. I've seen the jungle champion pool get banned out really heavily, which has been very interesting because it's bringing out some of those like the Graves jungle and all the junglers that you wouldn't normally see. It's cool. So if you're not watching the LCS, I would say go check it out. That's about as far as I wanted to go into that. I just wanted to talk about the 5 ban system because it's not what I was expecting. I was expecting like 5 bans off the bat, not a 3, then a 3, then a 2, then a 2. So go the fuck to bed, Gweedo. All right, moving on to general gaming.
Oh, sorry. What's going on?
Moving on to general gaming.
My favorite segment. General gaming. There's a segue that I wanted to play that we haven't heard in a very long time.
Too bad you were sleeping for the past 5 minutes.
Play one of 2 Sniggles. Like Sniggles says he sent us like 2 or 3.
I don't have it.
Okay.
I only play 1 Sniggle per episode. Otherwise, it gets a little too Sniggle heavy. And we want it Sniggle light. Don't want to burn out on the Sniggle.
Sniggle light? Is that like Crystal Light?
Yeah, exactly like Crystal Light.
It's time for general gaming news, and we will talk about general gaming news right now.
Classic.
Yeah, one of the first.
The original.
Boy, oh boy. It's general
What's
gaming.
up, Gweedo? How you doing?
It's kind of.
Hey, you guys watch any LCS this week?
Oh yeah, I watched half
wow.
of the NA games.
Oh, great. I love it.
Hey, they have 10 bans. Did you know that?
Holy
they have 10
fuck!
bans. It's crazy. It goes 3 bans, 3 picks, 2 bans, 2 picks.
You really don't have an opinion on the new Marvel game teaser?
It's just them announcing that they're working on a game, right?
I know, but it's Square Enix. You know,
What the fuck has Square Enix done for me?
Final Fantasy?
I don't give a shit about Final Fantasy.
Fuck. Wow. Okay.
What? What?
I think it's like Crystal Dynamics is the developer. And
What
they
the
made
fuck?
Tomb
Mean Square Enix.
and
I'm
they
burning
made
all
Tomb
these
Raider.
bridges, baby.
No, they made Tomb
Oh,
Raider.
yes?
You fucking love Tomb Raider.
Square Enix is the last on the list of bridges.
That's
Yep.
the last of the bridges to burn.
Yeah. I've been holding out on them. We had a good
They listen
relationship.
every week. And
Yeah.
oh no.
They thought I was one of their biggest fans. But
Wait, they were part of Overwatch? No way.
what?
Were they?
What?
Who?
Who?
Square Enix. I just searched like all of Square Enix games, and for some reason Overwatch came up in it, and it's definitely not.
No. But Crystal Dynamics made
Rise of the Tomb Raider, Guido?
Yeah.
Rise of the Tomb Raider or Tomb Raider?
The new Tomb Raider.
original.
Both
The
of
new
them?
Tomb Raider.
The new
They made
one.
yes.
20
Rise of the
2013.
Tomb Raider.
Yep.
Oh, and that's cool. They did a good job with that.
They also made like Legacy of Kain series and Soul Reaver and
Hitman.
They
these
said,
guys got pedigree.
look,
Yeah.
for in
little
terms of
bit.
this Marvel Avengers game, they said they will announce more details in early 2018. So this is all
I'm
we're
sorry.
getting.
I didn't,
We got
I didn't
1
realize
year
you were
to wait.
incapable of speculation. I'm sorry.
I can't do it. No, I don't know. It could be anything, right?
I was worried it might be a mobile game, but I don't think it will be.
No, it can't be a mobile. They wouldn't announce. They wouldn't wait a year to announce what the game is. They need a year to develop a mobile game.
Nah, yeah, you're right.
With that
You
big
never-
of a company, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be. I just
That'd be one
foresaw,
hell of a
like,
mobile game.
I got this intense fear of like microtransactions and weird shit, and I don't know.
Yeah, but neither of those companies are too known for that, right?
No, there's always a first time for everything. That's my irrational fear. Let me have it.
Yeah. It should be what it should be, which is an action brawler, Right?
There is a little bit of a hint
Fair
at what
enough.
it could possibly be if you actually do a search for Marvel and Square Enix. I guess they co-branded some action figures a year ago or so, and they all look hyper avant-garde. Like, remember the old 2077 series? Like it was like Marvel in the future or something like
Yeah.
that, and That's what they look like. They look like Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Captain America kind of a thing. So we'll see what happens.
I hope it's not a MOBA. Like
Oh.
it could be a MOBA because it could be
MOBAs are over.
It could be a competitive shooter, like Overwatch,
That'd be cool.
but with licensed heroes. That'd be pretty dope.
It'd be fucking badass.
Yeah, that would be. I hope it's that.
Yeah, me too. Wow, speculation. Holy shit.
Yeah.
But really, fuck you, Square Enix. You dumb pieces of shit. No, they're not dumb. They're kind of smart.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks. I think I salvaged our relationship. PC gaming. It's the highest it's ever
I've
been.
heard of it.
Yeah.
Oh
big
yeah,
fan.
me
Yeah.
too.
It's high as fuck, dude.
Shit.
What, like weed?
Yeah, smoking dope all year long.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
Smoke weed every day.
PC gaming hits $30 billion as an all-time high in yearly revenue. Isn't that pretty
Sweet.
crazy?
That's a lot of money.
Do you guys remember several years ago when people were like, PC gaming's dying. Consoles are going to take over.
Constantly, man. We were
Yeah.
on the ropes in the world of public opinion.
Nasty, what do you think?
I'm really into all the games that are going on right now, especially PC gaming, and the fact that it's like growing is just amazing.
Right. Yeah, I remember those conversations and all the doomsayers like saying, even PC gamers themselves saying that PC gaming was dying.
Well,
And,
it was during the era of like 360 and shit, where everyone's like, "Oh, consoles are just as good."
Halo 2, have you played it? Online, baby.
Yeah.
It was I didn't believe it at the time. This just goes to show don't fall for doom and gloom scenarios.
I mean, it kind of made sense.
It went
the
through a dip.
previous generation.
Definitely went
because
through
It was a dip. It was a
consoles
dip.
were getting lots of exclusives, and every developer was developing for consoles first, for 360 and PS3.
But the thing that like PC gamers have been saying forever is finally coming to fruition. Like the consoles can't keep up with PCs, and like the steps that you get in PCs are greater than you get in per console. And by the time that a console comes out, PCs have been there for 6 months. So I think that it's finally like people are starting to realize that it doesn't cost that much more for a PC, and you also get the benefits of being able to upgrade as you go.
Yeah, I mean, Xbox One came out 3 years ago, and they've already have an update, so they're matching like update schedules for PCs.
They're trying.
Except actually, it's probably a little faster.
Right.
Yeah. What time frame do you think it was the lowest for PC gaming? There's probably a period there around 2004, 5.
I think
Yeah.
4 through 6.
Yeah, I think it was the last generation of consoles.
Yeah. Yeah,
It was rough. I mean, because you would get those simultaneous releases for games, and they didn't even think about PC. I mean, there was times where making a PC version was basically throwing us a fucking bone, and it was a shitty port.
It's like, oh, we're just gonna port this Xbox version over to PC because that's easy enough, right? And it's like, well, yeah, but like, you guys are also like doing Xbox graphics shit. We'll see how that goes.
Let's look at some of the best games of 2005.
2005.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Sid
You
Meier's
think that was when
Civilization
PC was at its lowest?
4.
Or are you saying
Yeah, I
This
think
is
that-
during the
Is
Dark
this on
Ages.
PC or on everything?
this is just PC. Yep, just PC. Sid Meier's
Okay.
Civilization 4,
okay? Yeah.
Didn't play it.
Grand
Me
Theft
neither.
Auto San Andreas.
Counter-Strike
enough.
Source.
That was a console game, though. I mean, the fact it came out on PC is fine, but
Yeah, that was a port for
Yeah,
sure.
GTA has been a console game for a long time.
Holy shit, Call of Duty 2 came out in
Yeah,
2005.
in 2005. Yeah. Splinter Cell, second Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory came out in 2005.
Psychonauts, that was kind of a closet cult hit.
And the original Fear. Wow.
Fear was amazing.
Fear,
Cool.
yeah, that was great.
Quake
That was
4 came out in 2005.
Was Fear
was
on
what now?
consoles with PC at the same time?
It was Fear was a PC release first,
Yeah,
Yes.
I think.
I think you're right. Like every game that you've said so far, except for Civ 4, was like a console game.
Guys, Battlefield
Oh, was
2
it?
came out in 2005.
Wait, Quake 4 was
Yeah.
was a console game?
Probably.
I didn't hear that, but yeah, I think it was.
Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. That came out that year. Need for Speed Most
This is
Wanted.
this is a pretty good
That
year,
was
actually.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
2005
pretty
was a good year.
Huh.
Yeah.
Then it starts getting not so great. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
looking at Metacritic, so these are the top games of that year. And then we start getting, Worms 4 Mayhem.
all of these games
Some
are
juiced.
are reminding me how much I played on like Xbox and not on PC.
Really?
Like PC for me back then was like a Counter-Strike box and whatever
That was
else other game. Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean,
I-
like I had an Xbox, I had a 360, so
Yep.
anything else that would
remember-
come up.
Back then it was so much cheaper though. Like honestly, consoles were so much cheaper compared
Oh,
to
that- yeah.
PCs. Like the gap between a PC and a console were crazy because
Yeah.
I remember buying
That's
like
true.
a PlayStation for like $200. Like that was nothing compared to
I
trying to build a PC. You're looking at like
Somewhere-
$1,000.
Somewhere in that period of time, like right around there, I think maybe even a little bit later, but I almost gave up on PC gaming just because of the cost.
Really?
I'm sitting here looking at like my aging dual core, I think probably, and I was looking at the prospect of having to build another machine again, and I'm sitting here looking at this fucking Xbox, and I'm thinking I can just get a better TV for like a quarter of the price, hook up the Xbox, fire it up, instantly works. I mean, I was this close to just not getting a new computer, and that could have been, a big decision in terms of my trajectory.
Right. I mean, like for the price that you would pay for a PC, you could get a PlayStation, an Xbox, and a GameCube for just one
Yeah.
PC. So when you start like breaking it down that way, it doesn't seem very worth it. But now you look at like consoles, they're $400, $500, $600.
Yeah, that's
Depending
gone
on what
now.
you want.
And we can push 4K way better than the consoles can. They can't even do
Right.
it yet.
Yeah. So it's clearly,
Dude.
with technology growing and getting cheaper, PCs have become more and more affordable.
Think about this. We can buy gaming fucking monitors now.
Did we
Think
just have
about
a
that in
Wally
ter-
think about that segment?
We did.
I think you just did.
Hey,
Wait,
trying to
But
take a bit,
seriously,
Nasty.
You got to think about
We have an embarrassment of riches in terms of what we can buy for our computers now. Like, remember?
what?
Wally, hang on.
No,
it
I
off.
can't do
Kick
it
it off.
on command.
Can't get off.
Jesus Christ.
What am I? Basically,
Never mind.
we have the ability to buy a whole bunch of. I mean, I would kill for the ability to buy like a monitor or a peripheral that was made specifically for my hobby. And like we always had to buy these freaking terrible like third-party joysticks, or we would have to be happy with a monitor that had a bad refresh rate but the color was good. And the idea of having a higher resolution was like almost impossible. And now we have 4 or 5 separate major monitor brand makers making gaming monitors. It just, I mean, it's great. So it's not just a resurgence; it's a dominance,
Yeah.
and I love that.
Nasties think about that. Nasties think about that. Nasties think about that. Nasties
about it.
think about that.
Hey, why don't you
Nasties
think about it?
that.
I should ponder that. I like it.
Oh man, the echo on my mic is really bad.
Yeah. It wasn't that great. Yeah, no, PC gaming is at a renaissance.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It has been for a few years.
It
We
has.
and we were at the forefront.
Yeah, we're the fucking
It's because of
forefathers.
us, really. I mean, we stuck it through the bad times and the good times.
Yeah.
Why? Like, where's our payout Where's our $30 billion?
And now when
our
we
chunk of that
just when we
change?
get tired of a PC game, we just strike this whole segment from our podcast.
Oh man. The way that I'd feel about this, like that strikes me the most, is that there's friends that I had in high school that were not interested in video games in the very least bit, but now have their own like PCs that they've built themselves. You know, so like that is how I know that this is actually a very like large and growing movement.
Yeah.
And these were like football players that never fucking played video games ever, besides Madden.
I wish we had a Madden on PC. I wish we had NHL.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Why?
Oh yes.
I'd play it on PC.
Dude, I play football games.
Really?
I've been known to play Madden, but not for several years because I don't have a console. I had it on my PSP.
The
Like
PSP.
Madden 07 or some bullshit. Yeah.
I don't understand why EA doesn't put out NHL on PC.
It'd be unfair.
Are they worried
Yeah,
about?
mouse and keyboard.
Mouse and keyboard's way more unfair.
Yeah, fucking headshot that goal. 360 no scope it.
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, there must be some sort of contract or something, right?
Yeah,
I just don't know if they think that they have the market in the PC world.
yeah, that might be it.
They get fucking FIFA. That's all.
Like, you're not going to get some fucking super sportsy dude to build his own PC a majority of the time.
But it can't be that much more work for them right now.
To port
I
it?
wouldn't
Right.
think. Yeah, to port it. Like every game comes over except for the exclusives that get paid for.
Yeah. Yeah, even WWE is now porting them.
Yeah, I mean 2K's been putting out NBA on PC for
Right. 2
a
or
long
3
time.
years, right?
yeah.
Or longer than that. It's been like 10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
I want to play hockey again. I miss that.
I
That
do
was
too.
like that was I mean I've almost bought a console just to play that.
You know, could you imagine classic bro hang, Gweedo Millpool, fucking I'll be left wing, you be center.
Yeah.
Fucking-
We've done that at
know.
LANs and that was like so much fun.
It is fun. I love hockey games.
They're easy to learn, they're easy to pick up. Even if you don't like hockey, like try a hockey game if you have the opportunity. I mean, it's pretty much just EA that makes them now, but they're a lot of fun.
For Honor Beta. Is that how you say it?
Beta.
For Honor Beta?
I think it's beta.
Oh, Beta.
Beta, yeah. Yep, for sure.
The For Honor Beta is live now. So if you got keys, go play it. I played in the technical test last time, and it was it's a great game, but it was racked with all sorts of connection problems.
Yeah.
And migrating to host, disconnecting if one player leaves the match, entering a match after waiting 7 minutes to load into it, and it just being full of bots. So hopefully all that stuff is fixed.
Is it a keyboard and mouse fighting, or do you use a controller?
I use a controller,
Okay.
but you could use a keyboard and mouse. I don't know which one would be more intuitive. It's like third person, so right away I go straight for the controller when a game is third person.
Yeah,
This
I would too.
Is this game Jedi Outcast? Is that basically what it is?
No, it's much more in depth. There's a huge learning curve with this game. So basically, there's three factions: samurais, Vikings, and knights. And you play as classes within those factions against other people. And it's a melee combat game, and the whole combat is revolved around stances. So you pick your stance out of 3 stances, and then you swing.
It sounds like Jedi Outcast so far. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, well,
but the
yeah,
stances thing.
it's the stances. But The stances are like where you're swinging from. It's not like the power of your swings like it was in Jedi Outcast.
Yeah.
So to block, if someone's coming at you and their stance is left, you have to match your stance to the left to block.
And is that like a digital key press, or are you moving your mouse around?
Well, I use the controller, so it was all like the right analog stick.
Right,
Okay,
analog stick
okay.
does that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you swing, you can parry and riposte and all that fucking shit. The skill ceiling is high as shit. At least my initial impression. I could be wrong. I'm sure I'll load in and there'll be people that are doing this amazing shit and I'll still be like button mashing. But it gives the player an opportunity to really like learn and progress and get better. So it throws you a little bit in the deep end, but that's the good thing about betas is everyone's at the same point as you, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, for the most part.
Listening to you is making me want to play Chivalry, because that game is like a first person, what you just described. It's like blocking high-low and parrying and stuff like that.
This game's better than Chivalry.
Okay, cool.
I think. It's more technical in the combat.
It looks very much more technical, especially the dueling aspect.
Yeah.
Is there like a story mode?
There's a single player.
There will be a single player, yeah, when it releases, which I'm pretty excited for. It seems like it'll be cool. As long as it's not just like play a bunch of these multiplayer maps against bots to progress this shitty subtitled and painted half-animated story thing that some games do. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
As long as it's not that, I'll be all for it. But it's dope. Fucking samurais, knights, and Vikings.
It looks really good. I know I'll be terrible at it, but
What is the damage like? Is it like one sword swing and you're dead, or is it like 5?
No, it's several. It's definitely several.
Okay.
And there's like heavy classes and light classes that move faster. And there's like you can play a dude that has a big ass fucking pole arm that swings it in these giant sweeping arcs, or you can play this like short, really fast Japanese chick that runs up and like shanks you 100 times.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you liking so far?
Sword and board. There's one of the knights. Yeah. It's just like well-rounded. You get a nice long sword. You get a shield to block. You move at a medium pace.
it seemed from the streams I've been watching to be a very visceral kind of, brutal fighting, like clank, clank, block, slam, jump. Like, not because you mentioned how it's not like the other one, the more arcadey.
Yeah, chivalry or
chivalry. This is like way more like clonk, 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 clonk.
Yeah, it's slower because things have to be timed, because of the combat is more technical. You need to give the player time to react to the things that their opponent is doing.
Right.
And so if someone switches to a right stance from a left stance, you have to have that visual cue and then react to it before they swing so that you can get up and block it. But I don't know, it's cool. Like the visual cues are pretty on point. It's a fun game. I think it's gonna sway quite a few people away from playing it because of the difficulty.
Fair enough.
But it's like League, where if the game catches you want to do better. You want to get good, and this is a shining example of a game that you're gonna pump hours into just to get the feeling of beating that 2-on-1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited for it. I just hope that they fix all the bullshit with the connections. It's peer-to-peer, so like one person hosts it and everybody joins on him, and if the host leaves, everybody has to migrate to a new host. Sometimes the whole game dropped, but this is just my experience in the technical, and I've heard that it's better now, but it remains to be seen. Even if that happens like 1 in 10 times, that's still too many.
So can you still roll with the squad then? Like in terms of like up to like how many of us can like join
It's
together?
4v4, I think, is the max right
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
That's pretty tight. I like
Yeah,
that a
it
lot.
is.
I mean, the
And-
peer-to-peer, like not having a dedicated server, that sucks. Because like wouldn't the hosts just have a huge advantage?
They have some sort of new system where it fakes it for the host. The host
Oh.
gets a fake LAN
That's like almost even worse.
to even up the odds. Yeah, it would have been so great as a dedicated server game, like one that you could just go to. This is the Just Okay Gamers For Honor server. Everybody on our Discord is on it, just sitting around chatting, and then you walk up to fucking Jay Reed and hit the duel button, and you and him are locked in a duel. That would have been so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I basically just want Jedi Knight again.
Yeah.
We should play Jedi Knight during the thing. Do you guys all have Jedi
Yeah.
Academy?
Yeah, I do.
not.
Maybe.
That'd be
I do
fun.
not.
Oh,
But I
nuts.
can go get something.
Well, we'll figure it out. We got to talk about what games we're going to be playing.
Okay.
We'll talk after the pod, maybe in the live after show on twitch.tv/justokgamers. Anything else, general gaming, you guys want to talk about a little bit here? How's streaming
Oh,
going,
yeah.
Millpool?
It's fun. I started Resident Evil 7 this week, as I mentioned earlier, and that game is really good.
It is.
Yeah. Have you started it?
I started it. I'm maybe like an hour in. I'm not that far,
Yeah.
but there's this one point. It's not spoiling much if I talk about something that happened an hour in, right?
A lot happens at the start of that game. It's
Right.
pretty crazy.
There was this one point where I stopped playing the game and just started watching the game, and I was like, "That's fucking metal. That is awesome."
So the car?
No, not that,
Oh, okay.
not that. But
Because
there's
that was pretty fucking metal.
yeah, there's a lot of it. It was like the first experience. It was when she was crawling up the stairs and she attacks you, Mia, very early.
I don't think I went upstairs.
Really?
How
Oh,
dare you?
you mean when you go upstairs and she comes after you?
Well, you go upstairs. It's Mia. Mia disappears, and
Yeah.
then you go downstairs and she's running up the stairs at you, and she stabs you several times with a knife.
I think I was downstairs and she came at me.
Oh,
for that
really?
part. Yeah.
It was so creepy when she was running up the stairs.
Oh, okay.
It was awesome. And then, like, just this unstoppable small girl.
Yeah,
is
because
stabbing the
this
shit out of
woman
you.
just like will not stop, and you're getting stabbed, and you're getting just messed up.
Yeah. It was
It's-
fun.
They did such a good job. The tension is just beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
it's
all of it.
it's horrifying and scary and tense as fuck. Like they did a really good job, and I would love to play it in VR. I think it's only on PlayStation VR, but
I believe so.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. Streaming is fun. The support has been great from people. Every time I start streaming, like I don't want to do it because I'm just worried that the numbers are going to drop down to like 2 or 3 people, and it's going to be me. And but yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
It is fun. It's pretty exhausting streaming.
It is, yeah.
Like, I make it a point to try and not leave 10 seconds of silence.
Yeah.
Once it hits that mark, I'm like, I should really say something. Unless there's like someone talking on screen or something. And just doing that, just having to talk constantly while playing video games, it's not something I've ever done. And you have to train yourself to do it.
It's hard.
It's
is.
yeah. If chat is going, that makes it a little easier because you can interact with chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to drink a lot of water and stuff because you're
Right.
just talking.
All the time.
But it's fun. I played, what did I play? I played a game called Beyond Despair, which is a very early access game.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
I
looks
watched
fun.
you play that. Yeah.
The
Yeah,
developers reached out
That's
to
right.
us, gave us some keys to play it. It's a survival horror game. It needs some work. but its premise is there. It's a horror survival game. It was all right.
There's some parts of it that look really good. Like the visuals look pretty good. The voice acting was pretty good.
Yeah, it was just kind of recycled theme and just tropes and shit. Having to go and find a weapon took me forever, and I almost shut the game off because you can't do anything
he
in
walked
that game
you
without a
through.
weapon.
I think maybe playing it multiplayer would add a different dimension because you just played it solo, and it's up to like 15 or 16 people, right? That can play it at once.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but then it just adds that DayZ PvP element.
Right, but that's what made DayZ interesting.
Right. Yeah, I suppose. So Millpool's streaming on Mondays at
Tuesdays.
Tuesdays. I'm streaming on Mondays at 7:00 Eastern. Millpool's
And he is
streaming-
picking up where he left off on Resident Evil, though, this weekend.
Millpool is on Tuesdays at 7:00 Eastern.
Yes.
He might pick up during the 24-hour stream.
He said he would.
Yeah.
Wally really wants you to continue that game.
I do. And I listen.
It's apparently it's like a 15-hour first playthrough, so
Oh, wow.
we'll
You
be
know,
able to finish
speedrunners
it.
got it down to 2 hours.
Really? That's pretty crazy.
They just don't give a fuck. They like walk up to the scariest parts of the game and like with and then walk
Yeah.
past.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'd imagine like playing that a second time would not have the same effect.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do is when I get in a scary game and something starts scaring me, I just play it like it's fucking Quake, you know?
Do you mock it like out loud even if you're alone?
Absolutely. Like, "Meow, I'm a ghost." I don't know what I'm going to play next. Oh,
No?
Alien Isolation, maybe if it works on my computer. We'll see. We've kind of fallen into this horror game thing.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
going on? I know it's huge.
They're
though.
more fun to play with people.
They are.
They're more fun to watch, I'm sure, and they're more fun to play with people watching you. I guess.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's not as scary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Playing that game on stream is definitely it's good and it's also bad because I think I'm not paying attention as much and not taking it as seriously.
No, I think you struck a good tone of like making fun of it when it deserved to be made fun of.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
And also, the one thing I always found amusing, and I was dead on, is that even though you're afraid, you don't show it. You have this permanent stoicism to everything. And it really
Millpool.
shone through. Yeah, and it was perfect. I loved it, and I'm really addicted now. I want to see what happens next.
Sweet. Yeah, tune into
Millpool
those streams.
spits in the face of danger.
All right, what do you guys want to do? Some voicemails?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it.
All right.
We have a new voicemail.
You want to listen to the voicemail?
All right, we got a few voicemails to get through here. So
Nice.
we'll just hop right into them. Here's the first one.
Hey guys, just Split by M. Night Shyamalan, Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Shyamalan
And
Ding
I was
Dong.
just, I don't know how to feel about it, so I was wondering if any of you guys saw it and what your thoughts were, and I don't know, it was just like, I don't understand that ending or some of the, I don't know, it was good, I just don't know if it was really good, you know? Anyway, hope you guys are having a good time, bye.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say none of us saw Split.
Nope.
I did not know.
I thought you saw it, Guido.
No, I didn't see it. I've been too busy watching Oscar-nominated films.
I need to do that. Where are you getting yours at?
Every time I look at Spotify, you're listening to La La Land
Oh, it's so
soundtrack.
good, dude. It's such a magical movie.
Such a
I wish
magical-
my life was like that. Oh, La La Land is probably it's probably my favorite movie of 2000.
It's a throwback, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like 1950s style kind of.
Yeah, it's modern
Well,
day,
well-
but it's definitely like every musical you've seen. It borrows every visual element that they can think of.
Nice.
And the music is great. It is it's one of those like escape from reality fucking things.
Nice,
Movies.
nice.
Where it's just like these people's lives are way better than mine.
I am not interested in that in the slightest.
I know,
but,
I understand. Like, but please give it a shot.
Okay, I will.
Like, this is coming from me. The
Okay,
most,
no.
like, super cynical, and I don't, like, not passionate about anything. It's a really good movie.
I downloaded every single one last night.
Nice.
So I'm going to crank it out sometime soon.
Yeah.
Save La La Land for last, because there's a lot of downers in this group.
They're all downers. Like almost every single. I mean, I arguably, from what I'm told from reviews, La La Land isn't exactly an upper, but it's just nice. But like all of these are downers, like Fences and like the Manchester on the Sea, and like all of them are downers.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. We'll
What's
talk
your
more
list right
about
now?
this. What's my list?
Yeah, can you
All of
run
them?
it down? Yeah.
Sure.
Well, like top 5 or 6 or whatever.
I've only watched the ones nominated for Best Picture. That's what I'm doing. I've watched 5 of the 9. So La La Land's my favorite. I really like Arrival. Hacksaw Ridge was okay, but it was like full. It was just full of cliches. But there's this really like metal part in it where they go up the ridge, and one of them runs ahead of everyone, and he's just there by himself after platoon. They're there as like replacements, and there's like nailed to a tree is the top half of a torso of a fallen soldier. He grabs it by the collar and runs into the Japanese, holding the torso as a shield, shooting his submachine gun at him. It's fucking metal as shit. That was probably my favorite scene, like just visual in that movie. Hell or High Water, I didn't much care for. Manchester by the Sea is very slow and sad, but well shot and well acted. But those two doesn't make a good movie like that you want.
Apparently, there's a huge dust up about how Hacksaw got the nod over Silence.
Yeah, I haven't seen Silence yet, but I've heard that it's like a Schindler's List. It's one of those movies that you should watch, but you never want to watch again.
Understood.
Because it's that like it's that rough to watch and like just deep and full of these atrocities. All right,
atrocities.
All right, I'm burning Biggie size.
You're burning
stuff.
Biggie
Yeah.
sizes stuff, yeah.
Well, we gotta prep for it. Like, I'm gonna watch these movies. I think our listeners want to know that we're gonna do this.
This is something that I've been doing for the past 6 years. Is like once the nominees for Best Picture come out, I make it a point to watch every single one, because it forces me to watch movies that I probably never would have watched on my own. And then I find some gems like La La Land. I was interested in it, but I probably wouldn't have sought it out to watch it.
Nice.
And now
nice.
it's a very magical movie. It is fabulous.
I love
I
it.
say that with a staunch record of heterosexuality.
Yeah. So next month on Biggie's Patreon podcast, we're talking about this, right?
I think so. Maybe. As many as you guys can watch.
Yeah.
I'll be happy to dedicate the whole thing to La La Land.
Nice. Note to self. That's the one that I have to see.
All right, next Voicemoyle. Here it is.
Hi guys, it's Tomo. First off, shout out to our beautiful community that obviously you guys have helped create and we've sort of just added to, and it's fantastic. But my question this week is, I have a really small penis and I really want to know how to get one the size of Gweedo's. So Gweedo mate, have you got any tips? But anyone else can chip in, because I imagine Wally's got a pretty big smacker as well. But yeah, cheers guys.
A pretty big smacker.
I love it. Man, I wish I had a cool accent like that.
Well, maybe you
It's
do.
a pretty
in
solid
England.
accent.
If I go
it's just
to
the
England?
reverse.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Stay
If you
there
go
for
to
years.
England, they might be like, "Oh, whoa, cool accent."
I don't
And you're like,
know if it works like that.
Yeah, I know, eh? It's a pretty cool accent, isn't it, eh?
Apparently, we have accents to the Brits. It's
Yeah,
kind
sure.
Yeah, of course we do. American accents. I don't know if my Wisconsin accent is very strong.
Oh yeah, it is.
Well, you say that because you're from Wisconsin.
Well, I've also lived other places in the country, so
I think the Midwest accent's the most neutral of American accents, but it's definitely still there.
My Wisconsin accent is nowhere near as Wisconsin-y as other Wisconsinites.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, like Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's
Go
true.
Pack Go.
Yeah, you're I think your sister has a little more than you.
Yeah, she's got a bit more.
Oh,
twang.
she's got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. What were you gonna say?
I was going to answer Tomar's question.
Oh yeah. No, I want to know because I don't think we ever talked about the origin story of your huge penis. Like, was it a mutant accident, like a superpower kind of deal,
Well,
or did it come out of the womb?
It's funny because when I turned 18, I realized that I had a micro penis. All right.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
My penis was the size of a peanut. And I started like Googling how to make my penis bigger. I got a few emails too that were interesting for me. But
Wait, is this the origin story of your dick?
Gweedo's dick origins.
So I booked a flight to Budapest, and I met up with this what would you call him? Shaman?
Okay.
And he taught me how to focus my body so that it would grow my penis. And while I was in this meditative state. It was working. I was there for 3 years practicing.
3
this art.
years?
I got 2 solid inches out of it. So I was up to 3 good inches. All right. And I was in this meditated state, and a plane crashed right near our temple. And the engine went through the door and clonked me on the head during my meditations. And I went into a coma for 7 years.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
so
I never heard this story.
So you'd be 28 by that point.
You don't need to do math on this story. And while I was in this coma, I was still in my meditative state. And the engine hitting me clonked a part of my brain that amplified the effects of this meditative state. And my penis grew for the next 7 years at an alarming rate, to the point where they had to build a blood center around it because I was at a hospital.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And there were complications. Once I got out of the coma, I couldn't stop shitting and coming.
Typical.
And they found out very quickly that I ran out of cum very fast, so that's when I got the cum vet hooked up to me that pumps cum into me.
Yep.
They tried a recycler where it would just cycle through me, but I need fresh cum.
Yeah, as do we all.
And that's the story of how I got my 2 football field wide semi-tractor trailer. Or sorry, I mixed that up. 2 football field long semi-tractor trailer wide penis.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Hope you're happy, Tomart.
Yeah.
Because we're not.
Are you gonna? You don't want to tell him the secret though.
Miserable.
Like where to
My
go.
life is a horrible mess.
Yeah.
No, I would never wish this upon anyone. It is my curse. It has to be bathed. It gets hosed down and deloused by a team of people.
Yeah.
There's like a crane of like a billowing like bag of like Gold Bond.
Yep. Yeah. They drop it
helicopter.
like they're putting out forest fires. A plane comes by and opens up its hatch bay. It's a horrible existence.
It's like a kid walks by, Mommy, it's snowing.
No, honey, that's just Gweedo's gold bond. I'm known in my town. Some kids call me a monster. They come and poke me with sticks. My dick. They poke my dick with sticks.
Oh, that's
They
terrible.
call them their dick sticks.
Tommy, get your dick stick. We're gonna go bother Gweedo again.
Yeah. And I hear him laughing. That's it. All right, next one. Here it is.
Hey guys, Cricket Love here. I got a would you rather for you. Would you rather punch Donald Trump in the face 10 times without any sort of retaliation or anything like that, or get a very mediocre blow, like a just okay blowjob from like a 2? There you go.
A 2?
I think he means like a 2 out of 10 physical appearance and possibly emotional appearance.
Yeah, 2's pretty low. I guess a blowjob's a blowjob, though.
Yeah, I'd take that for sure.
Yeah, I don't really have any desire to punch Donald Trump 10 times in the face. I'll take the crack whore bullet blowjob.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that would just hurt my hand too.
Yeah. I wouldn't get
I mean,
any
I've never-
satisfaction out of it.
I've never punched anyone, so I don't.
Oh, you've never punched anyone?
No, not in the face.
Oh, we got to get you in a fight.
Yeah.
I don't. I really don't want that.
Well,
but thank you.
Too bad it's happening. Next
Yep.
time you're with us.
What are you gonna do?
You gotta tell a stranger that you said something bad about him.
Yeah. Hey, see that guy with the glasses over there? He
said
said
you're
you
a fag.
stink. He said you got green lines coming from you, like wavy stinky lines.
Oh no! Don't tell them that.
I'm gonna.
He wants your girlfriend.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, are you gonna train me to fight at least, so I
No.
know what I'm doing?
No.
No.
You gotta just fend for yourself. Kid.
Yeah, that's the whole point of it. You got to
Yeah,
know
but-
what a fight's like.
I feel
Well,
like I would,
intentionally. Go ahead.
I would just ball up though. I wouldn't even throw a punch.
You'll figure it out.
We'll make you strong.
How about I just fight you?
I don't want to fight you.
Why not?
Because you're bigger than me.
You've never
I've
gotten
seen
in a
you-
fight with your friend? That's like a rite of
not
passage.
a real fight. No.
Yeah, it's a rite of passage.
I'll
I've
take
seen
it
you
easy on
kick-
you.
Yeah. No, you won't.
You've seen me what?
I've seen you kick a street sign that was like 6 foot high at least.
Yeah?
Like, yeah.
What happened to it?
No, well, nothing, but it's pretty impressive. It's a street sign. It's made of like aluminum or something.
He bent it in half.
Yeah. No, it kind of like it went ting and it shook for a second. That's all that happened.
But if that was my face, then that would hurt.
No, you see, you got to imagine that's your balls.
Yeah.
My balls aren't 6
Your
foot.
balls.
I
up.
know, but you imagine that I'm kicking through to 6 feet high.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ouch.
Yeah. See, I go straight for the balls.
Well, I extra don't want to fight you now.
Oh, well, too bad. Next time I see you, I'm kicking you in the balls.
Okay.
Oh man.
And I'll say, welcome to your first fight.
I think I'm just going to avoid you from now on, now that I know this.
All right, see you for dinner.
our weekly after podcast dinner
Oh,
together.
I can't wait. What are we having?
Come. I don't know. What do you want?
Squash. Squash
Play the-
balls.
play the
No,
squash.
because I'm kicking yours. All right, next one.
Hey guys, this is Nickel Boots. What's your favorite way to kill Millpool? Thanks.
Good question.
What's our favorite way to kill Millpool? Well, I really like the tried and true method.
Yeah, that one's good. I like
Yeah.
drowning too. Drowning's a good one.
Yeah, you like drowning him?
Yeah.
Wally?
I never considered killing Millpool that intimate of an affair for me, so I don't really have a preference. I guess the gun.
Guns, it's so satisfying. Here, Wally, you want to try it?
Sure, I never actually shot him before.
All right, let's get a fresh one.
Okay.
Here, Wally, take this gun.
Okay, whoa, it's heavy. It's,
Hey, what are you doing?
So just
What are you
aim
doing
down
with that
the
gun?
sights.
just stay still. Stay still.
Guys, what are you doing with that gun?
Hold both
Okay.
your hands on
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Guys, it's not
Watch out
loaded,
for the
right?
slide.
Okay.
Okay, now just squeeze the
Guido,
trigger.
Wally,
Okay.
nasty.
Cool.
Oh, fuck.
Whoa, it felt amazing.
Yeah, isn't it great? It makes you feel empowered.
Yeah.
Nasty, you want to try this?
Yeah, let me get that.
All right, here, we'll get a fresh one in here. You're a Marine. You know how to operate a gun,
Yeah.
right? Oh, you're spinning it around, huh?
Woo, look at this. I'm
Oh,
like
that's
John
a cool
Wayne.
gun,
Yeah.
nasty.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Hey,
look
Mel,
at
you
the
want to
gun
see
trick,
this?
nasty.
Look at this. Watch
Wow.
this.
Uh,
That was fucking gravy.
Yeah, dude. So I think that was his death rattle. A short quack.
All right. Can we get another one?
Yeah,
Bring
sure.
it back.
And then we'll move on. All right.
hey guys. Oh,
Hey,
that's a
what's
cool
up?
gun. Can I see that for a second?
Yeah,
Yeah,
here you go.
absolutely. Here, hold on to
There
it.
you go. You go.
Oh, no, don't put it to your head.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that was unexpected.
Yeah. Wow. He wanted to get a taste. I wonder if the new millpools can feel like the last moments of life of the last millpools. Because if
Wow,
he
that
comes out of the machine, he'll be like, he'll feel great, but he won't know why.
There's got to be like, an essence of him still here.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Hey, millpool.
Hey guys.
How's it going?
I feel great, but I don't know why.
Oh, wow.
Are you like
that's
enlightened?
strange.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm feeling the last moments of life of a previous me.
That's strange.
Yeah.
Watch out for those
you're
corpses
weird. Are
of
you
yourself.
high?
Oh, yeah, I'm very high.
Figured. That's probably what it is.
Oh, it's high millpool. That's why I said it.
Hi.
When he came on the machine, I said hi, millpool. Because I recognized him right away. All right.
Yeah. Bloodshot eyes.
Next voicemail. Here it is.
Here's a question
Oh,
for
that's
all of you.
low.
What is everybody's perfect dinner?
Perfect dinner, huh?
What is everybody's perfect dinner?
I'm going to go real hearty, home-cooked meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and gravy.
Ooh, dude. A mashed potato-based meal is always good.
Mm-hmm. I'm about to have some of that tonight.
You
Rachel's
get a
making
meat,
some mashed taters.
you get a mashed tater, and then you get a veggie of some sort.
Yep.
Usually, if from the Midwest, it was corn.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And
Or
you mix them
maybe
together?
green beans. Maybe green beans.
Yeah, could be green beans.
But it's
the
one of those
occasional
two.
peas.
Yeah, the peas every once in a great while.
Yeah.
But
So the meat, I guess. Well, a steak and baked potato would be pretty damn good.
that is also
Good
up there.
standby.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think you got to consider like the conditions around you, like where you're eating dinner and who's there, and all that kind of stuff too, right? So I would say that my perfect dinner would be with the Just Okay Gamers crew, because you guys are my very best friends, and I know you never do anything to hurt me.
I'm covered in blood.
That millpool did not have any brevity of any sort. Let's get into it.
Well, I'm a.
Hey, millpool.
Hey guys.
Hey, Millpool.
What's up, Mel?
So I like a steak Oscar myself. The kind of asparagus with some crab meat, a little bit of hollandaise glaze with some mashed potatoes.
That sounds
That's my
pretty
idea.
damn good.
Sounds delish.
My ideal meal right there.
All right. I also like a really good lasagna, but it's got to be a good lasagna. You know.
Do you like?
I-
Do you do the cheese?
On
forget what kind of
lasagna,
cheese.
yeah.
No,
There's
no, no,
definitely
no.
cheese.
No,
Ricotta.
Ricotta. Yeah. Do
Oh
you
yeah,
like
you gotta
ricotta?
have ricotta. A lasagna is nada unless it's got ricotta.
Jesus. I make a mean lasagna, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like it's angry?
Yeah, it's horribly angry. It's my El Diablo lasagna. I use hot sauce and I use fresh cut Parmesan grated and mozzarella and ricotta, spinach. I would put a little bit of that in the
A little
ground
sriracha,
beef.
huh?
Yeah, why not? A little bit of the spin on the ground beef.
Nice.
Oh, that sounds good.
All right. Next one. Here we go.
Hey guys, it's Jay Reed. Just driving home from work, and I'm sitting here thinking. And I was wondering, my question is really for Millpool and Guido. You two have been streaming a lot recently, and I was just wondering, what are some key things that you think you need to run a successful stream? I've just been thinking about streaming a little bit lately, but I wanted to come in, but make sure I was doing things right. Hey guys, have a good podcast.
Yeah, fuck me, because I, streamed for like 3 months straight, 3 days a week. Fuck you, Jay Reed.
Well, then you can weigh in on this too. We all can, I think. We have
Yeah,
all
I streamed Metal Gear Solid on YouTube.
Yeah, I wouldn't say our stream is successful.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys watch us, like you guys make it successful, and it's the same people that come, which is great. That's how it should be, but it's not growing. And we just started it. I'd say I'm not good at streaming yet.
It's hard.
thing.
Streaming, like, to me, when I was doing it for that long time, the hardest thing for me was to feel like I had something to stream. Like, especially because I was like playing Minecraft, and towards the end there, it was like I was doing more off-stream research about what I should be doing than I was actually playing the game. So that was the roughest thing for me.
Right. You know what helped me? It was more when I was playing The Forest and Beyond Despair, going into the stream with a plan. Like, these are the things that I'm going to accomplish with this stream.
Right. And that's what I like to have. It's just sometimes rough in a game, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about The Forest with that? Because that was kind of open-ended, right?
It was very open-ended. And we'd start doing something that we intended to do and then get, sent off to the side. But we always came back to it because that was our goal in the end, was to make it through the stream and have the goal be, we'll, fucking find a flashlight in a cave.
Would people actually watch me do Minecraft again? I've had a couple of people ask me. I just feel like that game's so old. Is there anything new that's come out recently?
There's tons
Stardew
of games,
Valley?
dude. You own like 80 games. Don't fucking play Minecraft.
I loved Minecraft though. It's my type of game. I like building.
I would say, like, play what you want to play.
Yeah.
Because if you're not interested in the game, then people aren't gonna want to watch, I guess.
Right. How have you guys felt about the games you've streamed? Do you enjoy them a lot?
The Forest I did not like at first, and then it really grew on me. Because there's a depth to that game that I was just not aware of.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like I said that because when I was streaming Phantasmagoria, I started to get bored of the game, and I was just trying to rush through it as quick as possible. And like people noticed that and were giving me feedback, like basically what I just said. Like if you're not enjoying the game,
don't do it.
Yeah. So if you want to play Minecraft, I mean, there's always tons of content for Minecraft. There's always new mods and stuff like that.
Checking a new mod out for a bit, do it for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and even if you go back to Agrarian Skies, like that, I watched you play that at LAN, and that shit was interesting.
It's because you gave a fuck and you were enjoying yourself.
Yeah,
that's the game
and
you
you
wanted
could
to
talk
play.
about it a lot. There was a lot of stuff going on.
That made it watchable.
And I think that's a point to hit on, right? Is like, it's not that you give a fuck, but also that you're willing to talk to people about like what you've learned about the game or what.
But it's because you care.
The game. Right.
It's just it with that game, with any of those Minecraft add-ons, you have to almost play a second game to learn everything, so that you're not spending half the stream looking at wikis or watching tutorials online.
Right, and that's what became the most work at the end of that stream, because it was like, all right, I've reached the end of my knowledge level because this is as far as I've gotten. Now I spend 3 hours before the stream researching, writing things down on a notepad, and then continuing on. But that's why we were talking yesterday. I kind of like the idea of like picking a on Rails game and playing that, kind of like you guys have been doing with your guys' streams. It seems really awesome. It gives you a little bit of something to do.
It's satisfying with streaming. If I can pick a game that I bought that I haven't played yet, or I have like 20 minutes in, fire it up again, give it another shot, see if I have fun with it, and then end up having fun with it playing with others or others people watching, then I just got my money's worth of that game.
Right. Yep.
It's a good excuse to try new games too.
That is very true. And it gets you out of your comfort bubble a little bit of what you just fall into playing. And it's like, hey, let's try this game out.
Yeah.
I like that.
If you're trying to build an audience, I've read that you should not play like the oversaturated games. Like stay away from CSGO, League, Overwatch.
Minecraft.
Because you're going to be buried. You're going to be buried at the bottom of that list. And if you play a game with like under 2,000 people watching it, there's a good chance that someone might, scroll down and find something that, your interesting title, or see that you have a face cam or something and give it a shot.
Yeah, I've heard that advice too. And that actually happened to me with Phantasmagoria. Like I had randoms coming into my stream just because they liked that game and they wanted to talk to me about it.
Yeah, it happened with The Forest. There were a few people that would come in and like give me tips. I was like, thank you, because I don't know what I'm doing, and no one else watching knows what I'm doing.
Right. And it's sometimes nice to have that backseat gamer, like when you were playing, what was that on Monday?
Beyond Despair?
Beyond Despair. Like you had the dev there, which was even better, like kind of helping you get along the game and try to point you directions and shit.
Yeah, he was a co-pilot. That was neat.
Sweet.
I was glad that he showed up.
Me too. That was really awesome for him to be there. And I was watching it while sick as a fucking dog and playing my ARAM. And it was awesome to just like be able to watch him interact with you as like a dev. I know how it kind of feels being on the other side a little bit, like how somebody else interacts with the game and you want them to do this thing, but really they're doing something else. So it was cool to see both sides of that.
Okay, next voicemail. Thanks, Jay Reed.
Yeah, thanks, Jay Reed. Good question.
Here we go.
To the point.
Hey, Just Okay Gamers, it's Gift Paul. I have a twofold question. Parts don't really have anything to do with each other. First part, Gweedo, whatever happened to the suit they delivered to you that had to go to some boat that was docked somewhere and it was weird material and they didn't want it? Whatever happened to that? And also, I'm pretty sure you guys have statistics you can look at of how many people listen to. What is the viewer, or not the viewer, the listener count for an average episode after it's been out for a week? Because I don't have a great sense of that. So yeah, just wondering. All right, thanks.
Gift Paul, answer that second question right now. Not enough. So
not enough.
Tell your friends, tell your kids, tell your wife, tell your friends.
Yeah,
because
don't hide them.
we in this bitch.
Numbers, I don't like talking about numbers. And I had just had a conversation, I think it was with Nighthawk. It was a very brief conversation. I think with podcasts, it's a great feature that people can try a podcast and not be dissuaded instantly by the number of downloads that it has,
Can we at least say it's not no one?
Oh, it's absolutely not no one. I think I think people would be surprised with how much it would be, right?
Right. I'm surprised. I mean,
I would agree based on our Twitch numbers. When people have come on the show in the past and Gweedo's talked a bit they're going to see our Twitch numbers and think that that's all the people that care about us.
Yeah, there's things that offset, our Twitch and YouTube. don't
are
get views.
super low. No, like YouTube is like sub 50 most weeks.
Yeah, let's just say that Twitch and YouTube make up maybe like a 1.5% of our.
Yeah.
I think 1% is pretty aggressive.
Yeah, you're right. It is pretty aggressive, but at the same time, like we strive to do better and get more people to listen. Whether that's like we need to do something different or
Like
get
dropping
into a
League.
different sphere, like dropping League, or start streaming like you guys are doing, you know, like, and try to get involved in like we did with All Chat and like we've done in the past with getting other guests on. Like we want to bring what you guys want. So if anybody ever has a suggestion, I would hope that they would reach out to us and say like, hey, you guys should try to get this person on, and we can try. All that will happen is it'll not happen. And
Yeah.
we'll send you an email back and be like, we tried, we didn't get anything back. You know, like we want to hear from you guys. We're doing this for the audience as much as we do it for ourselves to enjoy.
Right. Yeah. Good points, Nasty. Yeah. So numbers, I don't know. It's just podcasts are so great. It doesn't have that YouTube thing.
I don't need a number. I do this. We all do this for our own enjoyment. And we went over this last week. If you don't enjoy it, then we would not be here.
I need numbers.
I could care less. Like,
Really?
I'm not
if
here
we
for
had
numbers.
the same numbers we had our first year right now, you wouldn't be like, okay,
If we had
I'm done with
36
this.
listeners, if we had 36 listeners, I'd be a little upset after 4 years. Yes.
Yeah.
But we're not
it's-
there.
It's good. It could be better. And it's not bad. It's not a low number.
Right.
That's
It's enough that we are very happy with where we are, but we can always use more. So tell your friends.
Yeah.
I think it's a huge thing, is word of mouth, and we should probably push that more.
Podcasts are hard though. Like I get told about like a dozen podcasts a week that I should go listen to, and I listen to maybe one of those.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, so now I got to commit like for us to an hour and a half to figure out what these guys are about. And then
Right.
heaven forbid they listen to the Dice Lords episode, which there was a guy that came on my stream or in Discord and was like, hey guys, I've been listening to you guys. The first one I listened to was Dice Lords.
Oh.
And it was like, and you stuck with us after that one? Thank you. Jeez. So, yeah. I don't know.
Gweeds, I think that they were talking about the hazmat suit, by the way.
The hazmat suit?
That got shipped during the USS Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever happened with that?
I don't remember what happened. I think I went to go and bring it. There's no big end to that story. I probably just re-delivered it and gave it to someone else.
Really anticlimactic.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dice Lords are doing great.
All right.
Are they coming out with season 2? Has anybody seen?
I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, next voicemail. Here it is.
Hey guys, it's Inky. I was wondering, what are some of your favorite and least favorite series finales? Mine are probably The Wire, which I finished last month. Great series finale. The Shield, I'm rewatching it right now. Breaking Bad, I liked Lost series finale. I know Wally and Gweedo didn't. Scrubs had a great finale for comedy. And my least favorite would probably be Dexter. That show went from great to bad to horrible. Okay, thanks, bye.
Series finale. Oh, boy. Sopranos.
Most favorite?
Yeah, I think definitely Sopranos had the best rap to a television show ever.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad was all right.
Breaking Bad was good. It was good because there was like a finale. You know, it was like, we're not going to try to drag this on anymore, nor do we want to make something further in this storyline. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Everybody else? By the way, I'm watching The Newsroom. I just started it.
I like the first season of that.
The first
it's a
season
little
was
too
great.
preachy.
Does it later on?
Yeah,
I just got
like,
to season 2.
Kind of like super lefty preachy shit.
I saw that happening towards the end of season 1, and I was just like, I hope that this isn't the turn that this takes. But
That's an Aaron Sorkin joint, isn't it? Have you watched West Wing?
No.
We should
That was a
give
good
a
show.
shot. Yeah.
It's a very good show. And almost kind of necessary right now if you want to.
I'm trying to think
Babylon.
of like. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, Babylon 5 for me.
Okay. Okay.
And if I could, this is going to be kind of lame, but I was always a fan of Who Shot Mr. Burns.
Yeah, that was for me like kind of the end of The Simpsons.
Yeah, I think it's where
In
it
a
peaked.
way.
What are you
in my
talking
opinion.
about? That's like the end of the 3rd season.
No, that was like
Oh, that's
season.
midway.
Oh yeah,
It's
it was
midway
like
through.
7.
Yeah,
That was
Definitely
peak
not
for
midway.
me.
I mean, I think
No,
a lot
you
of
guys are
people
so
thought
wrong.
it was ending back then, right?
You want to get back into this again? You want to get back into The Simpsons?
Yeah,
I'll
I
fight
was-
Millpool to the death on The Simpsons.
Oh, they need to put a bullet
Shut
in
the
that show,
fuck
man.
up.
Put a bullet in that
No.
show, man.
No, I want new voice actors. I don't want these characters to ever die. I want their corpses propped up on strings.
Remember, they did an episode about that, remember? Like how it's like 4,000 years in the future, and it's like, I wish I was dead. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah, of course they have. They're just so past the fourth wall now. Like they have no. I don't know. I don't watch it, so I can't talk about it. I guess, but I can say that the best seasons of The Simpsons are 3, 4, and 5.
I'm gonna just have to disagree.
Really? What are your favorites?
I think right around 10 is when it gets the funniest. It drops like it doesn't drop the moral of the story theme kind of things, but it's less heavy-handed with them. You know?
The stories are less heavy-handed. You mean?
Yeah, there's no like, oh, and Lisa learned a lesson this episode. And
Yeah.
it's and then it makes the shift from the earlier seasons being Bart centric to Homer centric, and that's when it really shines.
That happened in season 3 and 4. Like
And
Bart
what did you say
centric
was your favorite?
season.
Yeah,
Out
3
of
and
those
4.
3. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It became Homer centric around that time.
yeah, and 7 through 10 is probably the best. I was like the perfect age for it. I wasn't too young. I was early high school, late middle school.
Yeah, no, I'm like I didn't appreciate those seasons when I watched them as a kid. I'm talking about like going back and watching seasons 1 through 10 as an adult.
Dude, just watch all of it.
Watch you go back and watch
I
those
have.
seasons.
I do every day.
All right.
Question.
You watch the old episodes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, way off topic of this.
Yeah.
How did Firefly end?
I was
Take
just,
my
that's-
love, take my land.
God.
I was just
take me
thinking, like,
where
that
I
was a
cannot
very-
stand.
It
That
didn't
was
It
a
end.
ended
very-
abruptly.
It didn't
Did
end.
it?
No,
It didn't
they had
end
no
right.
ending.
It ended.
Really?
with
Then they
Serenity.
made a movie. Yeah, they made Serenity the movie. Because that
That's
was
like that was
the last
I
series
remember
of
that being like a very definitive series that I watched, and it was like one series long, and I was just like trying to think like how the fuck did that series end?
I'm
I
gonna
don't
rank
remember.
every episode of The Simpsons.
No, moving on. Next voicemail.
Okay, next
all,
question.
all 5,000
That's-
of them.
that's
I've
what-
got
Next
it.
voicemail.
I'll do it, motherfuckers.
Next voicemail.
I'll do
You
it.
can't
that
say
on the
that. I
20
have the power. You can't say
Dude.
next voicemail.
Hey, do that shit on
I'll
the
talk about
24-hour
The Simpsons
stream,
as
you
long as I
fuckers.
fucking want.
Do that shit on the 24-hour stream, you fuckers. You got 24 hours to do that shit.
All right, next voicemail.
You've played some games throughout the time you've been around. But do you have a certain someone game that no one knows at all? That you've heard nobody play besides yourself?
What was
Thanks,
the question?
a
I was
certain
just too
game.
enthralled with that. Like,
What I got from it is a game that you like that no one else has heard of or has played.
Fez.
Yeah,
You've played
Super.
some games throughout the time you've been around. But do you have that certain someone game that no one knows at all that you've heard nobody play besides yourself? This is the lyrics he wrote for me.
Fair enough.
Hold on. It sounds like... But do you have that certain someone game that no one knows at all that you've heard nobody play besides yourself? Sounds like that kid saying,
yeah,
do you wish
I know what you're
that
talking about.
no one had that you could do
That
anything
you could-
so
that you
bad
could
that you
do.
could do yourself?
Oh man,
I love that video.
that's good.
I do too.
I don't have. Well, okay, maybe Chips Challenge is like my go-to game that I love playing. It's like an old fucking, I don't know, early 90s game that came on like PCs.
Yeah.
With Windows. It's a good game. I picked it up for like $1.50.
God, there's a game called... I have to check if the name is right.
By the way, I want to point this out to people right now. The Witness is 50% off. It's $20 right now. If you haven't picked that game up, I would say go pick it up because that's well worth $20.
Oh man. Every time I hear The Witness, I'm like, I want to play that game again, but I don't at the same time.
I know.
It's so frustrating.
I might end up picking it back up during this stream on some solo time, but I don't know if my computer's going to be able to handle that because that's a pretty fucking graphically intense game.
There's a game called Darkstone.
Darkstone?
Yeah. Came out in 1999.
Side scroller.
No, it was like a 3D, half isometric point and click slash them up, beat them up like Diablo-ish RPG.
Oh wow, I haven't thought of that game in years.
Yeah, and I got it as a gift, and I was like, oh, what's this? It's not Diablo. And I played it for like a whole summer straight, and I loved it. It was great.
That's amazing. I haven't thought of this game in a long time. It's a good one. I like that.
Oh, the UI even looks like Diablo, kind of.
Yeah. Good old Darkstone. There were like 3 classes you could play as. One of them was a monk.
Nice.
So we could go into consoles for this then.
Sure.
Yeah, whatever game you have.
My cat is freaking out.
Yeah.
Okay. The games. I'm gonna as my answer. Cat. As my answer, I'm going to pick an entire section of a developer's catalog, because Koei, Koei, they make a historical simulation series. Everyone knows them for the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, but they also made a business simulation series, and there's a Super Nintendo game I played a lot as a kid called Aerobiz. And you basically were in charge of an airline during the golden age of airline travel, from like the 20s through into the 80s. And you could pick the time period a bit more precisely too. You could be a Soviet airline or an American airline, and you picked like hubs and you bought planes and you allocated routes and charged tickets. I was a weird little kid, but I loved that game. I loved that game a lot, and not many people knew about it.
Sweet.
Aerobiz Supersonic was the better sequel of it.
Aerobiz Supersonic. That's how the commercial went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay Reed knows about it. Yay.
Cool.
It's a really good question, and I'm having trouble thinking of something, but I'm playing a really cool mobile game right now. It's called Solitarica, and it's a lot of fun. It's on both mobile platforms, and it's free to try.
Nice.
Ooh.
I think it's free, or it might be.
I'm looking
like
for a
$1.
new mobile game.
Yeah, Solitarica. It's a lot of fun.
Solitarica.
Nice. Yeah, Gweeds, how are you in Crashlands? I'm kind of reaching that point where like mobile is not working for me anymore because like shit's too hard to fight.
I haven't played much of it in a while.
Fair enough.
I haven't played much of it in a while.
In a while.
It's been a while. All right, last voicemail.
Nice. Ooh, last one. Yeah, we gotta hurry up. We're creeping on 2
Hey,
hours.
this is Bombhab. Love you show. What was your favorite cartoon when you were growing up? I know my favorite was
I had a lot of favorite cartoons growing up.
By far, Recess.
Yeah, I watched Recess as well. That was a good show.
It was a great show.
On one Saturday morning, I believe.
Yep, that's exactly where I watched it, too.
Favorite time of the week.
Yeah, you would
Watch
wake up like super
Doug.
early just to watch some fucking cartoons.
Hell yeah, man.
And they ended at like 11, and you still had all the day left.
Fuck yeah.
It was great.
Mine was The Simpsons, but they ruined it, so that's unfortunate.
You son of a bitch. You take that fucking back.
Gweedo ruined it.
Yeah, Simpsons aside, as a child, it has to be X-Men the animated series.
Oh man, yeah.
It has to be. Gargoyles would be a distant second, along with Batman the animated series. I was into the like boy heavy shows. Like, this is for boys.
Yeah.
Did you see Power
Gargoyles
Rangers
is a little
come
late
out,
for
the
you.
movie?
No, you're about how many years do I have on you? That can't be that
Not
many.
too many.
Gargoyles is just a little too outside for me, but I watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Batman the animated series religiously.
Sure.
And X-Men on the back end too. But I watched Batman. That's my number one, I think. I watched that all the time. It was so ahead of its time, and it didn't treat kids like they were a bunch of clueless idiots either. I mean, these were really rock solid old school Batman plots, and it was done with that Art Deco 1920s, 1930s style. It's fucking brilliant. You know, it fucking was a cartoon that showed some goddamn respect to the kids watching it.
Mm-hmm. It was like when the Pokemon craze came out. I was like, motherfuckers, you never heard Batman the animated series? That shit's way better than your bullshit fucking Pokemon show. Like,
maybe that's
quit
why
coming
I
at
hate
me
it
with
so
your
much.
Pokemon. I'm talking fucking Clayface, motherfuckers.
What's your Pokemon?
Remember the episode with like the AI and shit? He was like fighting an advanced intelligence, and it was, oh my god!
I should
and
rewatch that instead of rewatching every single Simpsons episode for the probably about 10th time.
You should. You know what? I might actually.
Yeah, you want to have a brother watching of it?
Yeah, let's do some bro watching.
A brother watch.
Brother watch.
I could probably
Also,
go ahead. Go.
Also Dragon Ball Z and Reboot were up there for me.
A reboot.
I come from the net. Systems.
Reboot. That's you, Millpool.
Mm-hmm.
That was me.
My designation, Guardian.
Reboot. How's it feel?
Getting mocked is terrible. I wish I was dead.
Oh, well, please
Right, get the
allow
gun
me. Now you can sit there fucking dead while I do goddamn listener of the week. How's that sound? That's right, you can't answer me because you're fucking dead. You're going to stay that way forever. Or until I'm done with listener of the week, which is coming up in any second now, as soon as I get over this. Okay, I'm over it.
Yo, listener of the week now. He's gonna be real sweet now. It's listener of the week. Yeah.
This week's listener of the week is Blacktooth90. Blacktooth90 gave us 5 stars on iTunes in the United States of America. He titled his review, Longtime Viewer, Lazy Reviewer. That's fun.
That's a good title.
And his review is as follows. Hey guys, it's Blacktooth here. I caught the end of your stream last week, and it was nice to get to talk with you on Twitch. Hopefully, I remember to tune in live for the whole thing next week. Ha ha! Keep up the good work, guys. I have listened to your podcast for quite a while, and I look forward to it every week. It reminds me of late nights talking with friends about games and bullshitting around. Should have wrote a review a while ago, but I'm lazy and keep forgetting. XD. Much love. Thanks, Blacktooth90. You are a listener of the week.
Yo, listener of the week now. He's gonna be real sweet now. It's listener of the week. Yeah.
You can be listener of the week by leaving a review on iTunes. Just, pop one on there. Hey, Millpool.
Hey, Gweedo. Hey, guys.
Nasty, how you feeling about plugs?
We'll plug that shit out. If you guys want to check us out, go to justokgamers.com. Check out the top right corner. You can find all of our links to social media, including a link to our Patreon. Patreon.com/justokgamers. If you don't go that way, you can be a part of what has gotten us to our 24-hour stream, which will be happening tomorrow at midnight Central.
Yeah. In
be
roughly,
there.
26 hours?
26
and a half?
25 and a half, yeah. Yeah, 26 and a half. Yeah, that number. I don't know. Math.
Well, they're not listening to this 26. They're not
listening to
unless
it live.
they're watching
so
it live. Anyways, it's going to be Saturday. Pop in anytime Saturday.
All
day
day
night.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Central Saturday. We're going Central Saturday because I'm kicking it off.
0 o'clock to fucking.
That's going to be
59 and 59 seconds.
Yeah, and that's going to be 6 a.m. GMT for all you Euro people that are listening to this. So tune in.
Or 10 o'clock Pacific if you live on the West Coast.
Yeah.
There you have it.
Yep.
Yeah. I can't wait.
It's been a good pod. Good podcast. Holy
Good
shit,
pod.
we're almost
Good
at 2
pod.
hours.
I know, and we barely talked about League. See, you guys?
Fuck.
Nothing's going to happen.
Nothing's going to change. All right.
I even wanted to play fucking Circle Jerk.
Too bad it's not happening.
Well, no, we can't. It's ruined. It's fucking ruined.
Fuck!
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go eat some dinner.
You got to always eat dinner. I thought we were going to talk about what's going on.
What's going on?
Nice. Yes.
Wow.
We got to talk